Welcome back to Crypto Morning Coffee. And today we are going to go over some pretty amazing news and also some negative news. But we have that half of America's banks are actually in trouble, and that is no less than 2,000 banks. We are going to talk about the Fed rate hike that is coming up. We're going to talk about NFT ticketing, the world richest man having apparently an NFT collection. We are going to talk about the markets. We're going to talk about Ecomi and Veve, obviously, as always, in the second part of this live stream. And we are going to see some things about really expensive NFTs still sell, not even NFTs, digital collectibles selling. And overall, we are having some whale behavior also in Veve that we need to cover. That all you will be able to find through the timestamps if you are watching this video after the live stream. And unless you already have, I hope you have your coffee ready. If you haven't your coffee ready, I hope you can get one. But let's jump right in. Hey everyone, it's the Patient Hodler coming at you with this Crypto Morning Coffee stream, and I am very happy to have you all here. But before we start, please keep in mind that I'm a crypto and NFT investor, not your financial advisor, so please do your own research before you ape full degen into Bitcoin, Polygon, altcoins, Veve collectibles, or whatever other investment opportunity that we are talking about here. And with that out of the way, let's get finally started. So good morning to you guys that are already here sitting in the stream. I hope you're doing well. And we are going to cover some news here quickly. Here, not missing any stream. And by the way, guys, let me get up quickly because I think I've blocked out the Wi-Fi here. Sorry about that. I hope the quality should be a little bit better right now. As you can see, I'm still moving in, and the reason why there's nothing behind me is that there should be a couch coming. However, they have delivery times in the 6 to 8 weeks, and we just chose one. So that's going to be empty spot for a while. But let's jump right in. I will share my screen here for you guys, and then we can go over some news. So apparently, so this is from the Telegraph. I just put this in reader mode so that we have an easier life. But apparently half of America's banks are already insolvent. This is how a credit crunch begins. And they are basically saying here, the twin crashes in US commercial real estate and the US bond market have collided with a $9 trillion, not $9, $9 trillion uninsured deposits in the American banking system. And the background to this, to this 9 trillion uninsured deposits in the banking system is that only up to $250,000 in a bank account are theoretically insured. And if you're having more than that, that goes basically, evaporates basically into nothingness if a bank fails. So in that sense, $9 trillion, that's more than some, let's say, gross domestic products of some of the European countries. That is a whole lot. And the second and third biggest bank failures in US history have followed in quick succession. We have seen that. The US Treasury and Federal Reserve would like us to believe that they are idiosyncratic. That is a dangerous evasion. So very important thing here, very important fact is the Federal Reserve a funny thing about the Federal Reserve is that they are not federal and they are not a reserve. So that's pretty funny to have that name. So almost half of America's 4,800 banks are already burning through their capital buffers. So there's, I don't know how it is in the US exactly, but in Europe, there's also some capital buffer that they have to put back from their earnings in the good years, basically, to be able to then supply a liquidity to supply a bank run, basically, or at least an increased capital request. They may not have to mark all losses to market under US accounting rules, but that doesn't make them solvent. Somebody will take those losses. And that's exactly it. Once the bank run starts and once this word spreads, it's going to be really hard to put a band-aid on it. They tried that right now with Federal Republic and just brokering someone to buy them out. Which delays the problem. But once the next one goes down, there won't be possibilities to save them all. It's spooky. Thousands of banks are underwater, said Professor Amit Siru, a banking expert at Stanford University. Let's not pretend that this is just about Silicon Valley Bank and First Republic. A lot of the US banking system is potentially insolvent. Then we are also getting quickly the reasons, and that brings me right to the next topic. The full shock of monetary tightening by the Fed has yet to hit. So this is not consequence of the latest rate hikes. This is more likely a consequence of the first rate hikes. A great edifice of debt faces a refinancing cliff edge over the next quarters. Only then will we learn whether the US financial system can safely deflate the excess leverage induced by extreme money stimulus during the pandemic. And that brings me to my next one, which is that the Federal Reserve is expected to raise interest rates nevertheless by another 0.25% or 25 basis points. And that's obviously here our Jerome Powell. The Federal Reserve will kick off its latest two-day policy meeting on Tuesday, which is already then ongoing, with officials expected to announce 0.25%. And in another article we saw, or at least in the official polls, we see that the chance for this 25 basis points is around 96% right now. So that's most likely going to happen. But they also say here that many believe that could be the final rate hike of the current cycle. So guys, let me know about what you think is going to happen to the US banks here in the chat. We are going to go over to some NFT news, and that's where it's going to be really, really interesting, because since 24 hours ago, basically, there's a lot of things happening. So look at this, guys. We have Sports Illustrated launching NFT ticketing platform on Polygon. So that's very great news for Polygon, and ultimately, as Polygon is a scaling solution for Ethereum, also for Ethereum, right? Sports Illustrated ticketing marketplace SI Tickets has developed a box office in partnership with Ethereum software company Consensus. So US sports application Sports Illustrated is launching NFT tickets. And here they say the announcement on Tuesday says it will be the world's first complete NFT ticket service, allowing event owners, organizers, and promoters to use box office to build further engagement opportunities into tickets, such as highlights, collectibles, and offers through a feature called Super Ticket. And by the way, this is especially also an incentive for owners, because they can also build in a reselling fee so that they capitalize on the reselling. I don't know if you are a great sports fan, but what happens in Europe when you're going to football is that sometimes the tickets are all reserved for the, let's say, the membership holders of the clubs that hold memberships for a year or so. And these tickets are then gone from the market, and later, because every member can purchase several tickets, they're reappearing on sites like Viagogo and stuff like that, and with a way higher price. But the clubs are not cut in on these way higher prices. Just people buying out the maximum tickets that they can, and then reselling some for double the price for the great sports events. So basically what is possible now with NFT tickets is that you can have an automatic reselling fee going, as we know it from Veve Collectibles also, going to the owner or the issuer of the ticket, which would then be organizers, owners, or promoters. So very interesting development. Also highlights, I cannot imagine right now what that is, but probably that's something like that something appears on your ticket right before the game, or that you can participate in something special in the game. And then collectibles, that's obviously an NFT mechanic. We had seen that already on Veve with movie ticket stubs, and it would be, I tell you right now, I'm a big football fan of the European football. You call it soccer over there. And if there was something that I can purchase NFTs that look like really good ticket stubs and that hold some information about the match, for example, that later on the ticket really gets minted together with the final result, who played at that match, something special that happened, and so on. If these must be the highlights, by the way, then I would be incentivized to go even more just from a collecting perspective. And what we have already seen from platforms like Chili's is that they have been putting out some NFT drops, or at least they've been speculating about doing that, NFT drops during matches. So that could be also done, that everyone who is a ticket holder or has purchased a sequence of tickets or has a full set of the previous season's tickets is getting an airdrop collectible. Or if your favorite player scores, you get an NFT drop or something. There are endless opportunities with ticketing, in my opinion. So yeah, they call it the super ticket. And then David Lane, SI, so Sports Illustrated ticket CEO, said in a press release that the goal of Marketplace from the outset was to disrupt the primary ticket market. Obviously, it's about time. And blockchain is the future of ticketing. And now owners, promoters, hosts, and attendees have access to an advanced ticketing experience that transforms the antiquated barcode into engaging and collectible content. Engaging and collectible content. And that is where it's all about, what the industry is all about, in my opinion. So use of NFTs as tickets to live events has often been touted as a potential mass market use case for Web3 technology. A major name such as Sports Illustrated weighing into the sector may give NFT ticketing some additional momentum. I think that's it. And I think it's just people are not patient enough with the entire space, in my opinion. So while we are experiencing the bear market, these companies are getting in, they are building, and it's cheap for them right now. So yeah, in my opinion, here Sports Illustrated launching NFT ticketing platform, such good news for Polygon Ethereum. Now let's get into the world's richest man. Bernard Arnault owns NFTs, and I was confused. I always thought that Jeff Bezos is the world's richest man, and he would be going into NFTs. No, it's Bernard Arnault. Right now, he has overtaken Jeff Bezos as the richest man. Let's see what the article says here. Arnault owns 75 luxury brands, including Louis Vuitton, Tiffany, and Tag Heuer. A luxury super yacht named Symphony his own private island in the Bahamas, uncharacteristically a collection of NFTs. Turns out the world's richest man, Bernard Arnault, and let me get this bigger for you so that you can follow me on this text. Turns out the world's richest man, Bernard Arnault, has his own little nest egg of digital collectibles, despite past comments that seem to show hesitancy regarding the technology. And by the way, guys, if this guy is owning so many luxury brands, he must have heard also about the Givenchy NFTs on Veve, right? Which are undisputedly a license of digital collectibles, at least there. In a conversation with his former advisor and chief digital officer of Louis Vuitton, Moet and whatever, I don't know, LVMH is like a composition of several brands, which I cannot recall right now. Ian Rogers, the chair and CEO of the conglomerate of luxury brands, revealed his own NFT collection. So Ian Rogers is the advisor here. So, and then let's jump right into how this came out. And they said that the host asked on a podcast, you're telling me Bernard Arnault has a wallet and maybe is buying some NFTs that we don't know about? And then he answers, there is no question. Rogers replies, he has shown me on his own volition his OpenSea page, which means he had to pull out his phone, find it, and then take me through it. So yes, interesting, because the guy that means basically that the richest man, a multi-billionaire, has whatever NFTs that we don't know about and is collecting some of them. And that makes me wonder, because these guys are talking to each other, right? These guys are talking with each other about NFTs, about whatever they are new with investments or about opportunities. So they are secretly building and buying some NFTs there, not to be excluded that they are also, or some of them are also buying a Veve NFT here and there, buying a Veve collectible here and there. Because the space is still new. They don't know what is going to turn out as the winner in the end, right? Well, in my opinion, and that is something very crucial here, is that we have so many multimillionaires in the world. I think I can look that up. How many multimillionaires in the world? I had, yeah. So according to estimates, in the middle of 2021, there were 56 million people worldwide whose assets exceeded $1 million, of whom nearly 40% lived in the United States. Interesting, because if you are looking at your collectibles and in Veve or whatever NFTs that you're owning, like on Polygon, on Solana, on Ethereum, just put that into perspective to 56 million, which is like more than half of the entire country of Germany being millionaires. Mr. Dividend says, Bernard Arnault is well known to be a huge collector. Wow. Okay, so if Bernard Arnault is a huge collector and he was only hesitant to the collectible space, the digital one, the digital collectible space, then that is even bigger news, because then we have ourselves here a $1 billion collector who just got convinced to getting into NFTs. Good morning, Luke. Great to see here on the stream. Always appreciate your support. Glad to have you here. Mr. Dividends also says, Foundation Louis Vuitton based in Paris is the best example. Yeah, man. So probably, yeah, this guy, according to what's written here, is collecting luxury brands. Yeah, so if he owns the brands, and I think brothers of him are managing those brands, that's crazy. That's someone who, David, you should maybe he met the guy, right? David, you should meet the guy to talk about some luxury brand NFTs coming to Veve, right? Yeah, we have Don Juan Solo here. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you guys here. Yeah, so let's take a quick look here at the markets. We have the top gainers, top losers here, which is also interesting because of the FOMC meeting coming up. Actually, Pepe is in the top losers right now with minus 16%, are being on the tear. But what scares me is that Pepe is now in the top 100 coins. I've filtered by top 100. Biggest gainer here, Stacks with 12%. My VeChain stack in the biggest losers right now. Let's look at Bitcoin quickly. We had discussed this yesterday in the stream already, that we have some volatile price action before the FOMC meeting, some whipsaw-like patterns here, but overall clinging on to support and actually finding support here on the moving average. Nothing too big here. I am personally not a trader, but if I was a trader, I would be staying out of the market right now, because you never know what's happening speculation-wise with the FOMC meeting, but probably we are getting the result as expected, which then in turn should have Bitcoin just continuing its test here to break through the upper head resistance that we had so far. Also, because we had the Polygon NFTs before, quick look at Polygon, no reactions whatsoever to the Sports Illustrated news here. Overall, Polygon extremely strong, as we can see here, just moving sideways since a long time through the bear market. Obviously had probably found its bottom already. And let's take a look also at the Ecomi token, which is still the interest here of the biggest community out there. We have, I think we can now safely say that we have ourselves a bearish retest after losing this support, which makes us going to head towards this 0005 mark, which is where I'll be looking to pick up a little bit more OMI. Let's look at some Veve stats here. Now we are getting into Ecomi and Veve, obviously, here on the NFT side, and we are looking at the Veve X tracker powered by Veve Fox, also known as Rootless Girl. And we have, let's say, a drop in net accumulation, but we also had a pretty sharp increase before. And that is driven mainly by one whale. And that we can see here yesterday, because this one moves always in a 7-day window with a 1-day delay. So these charts here move always. This chart here is from 2 days ago, sorry, but it's about, I think, 36 hours behind, and then a 7-day window. So yesterday this showed still a 1.6K accumulation. So what we see here is that this whale is trying hard to get into the top 10 collectors, and he's about to making it. So we can see here he has purchased in the last 7 days from the 1st of May on 1,500, almost 1,600 collectibles, leading up to this massive net accumulation. And overall, we also saw that Dr. Profit has purchased another 51 collectibles without minting anything. Number 2 in the ranks has purchased 107 collectibles. So these guys overall have positive net accumulations while sentiment in the community is down, while prices are down, while we're heading into the crafting event for the gauntlet, which is in 3 days. The crafting starts. So we have here place 6 going with 168 collectibles, number 8 not accumulating at all. So probably we'll see either this guy here is stacking up now, or he's going to lose the top 10 spot. But overall, we see like we have the first negative accumulation only on place 17, and it's only -1. And then we have one guy that seemed to rebalance here with the Veve stats. That's number 26. Has minted 4, has purchased 53, and offloaded 575. So this could be someone who had stacked a ton of gems of these infinity stones here, offloading that into the market. But as we can see here, it's not someone who's leaving Veve or so. He's just taking massive profits and turning that into other collectibles, as it seems, at least, because we cannot see right now. I mean, I could technically go here to probably watch at the wallet transfers here, but that would be too much for the stream right now. So Russ, welcome to the stream, Russ. Glad to have you here. Guys, 21 people here. Please smash the like button. I always forget to ask that in the beginning of the stream, so we're off to a slow start here. Guys, please smash up the like if you are enjoying the stream. Morning PH, did you see Keval down talking Randy and Foster without naming them? He's changed his stance. I think it's probably the strongest chance of recovery with the brands they have. But the days of stupid predictions are over, patiently holding into the next bull run. Yeah, I have not seen it, to be honest. Is it his last video? I will watch this later. I cannot comment on this, though. Yeah, I mean, we all have seen that Keval has shifted 100% from his $10 OMI prediction and calling everyone out, or calling everyone, let's say, stupid in his eyes for not believing into Ecomi and Veve. Now he has switched the narrative. There's nothing more to comment on this right now. I will look at this, so thanks for making me aware. And yeah, absolutely, we are heading in that next bull run. I said it. I always said this. There is a time for everything, and a couple of months ago in November, that was the time to get into Bitcoin, right? Then we moved into that cycle phase where Bitcoin gains extraordinary dominance against all other coins, which automatically makes altcoins bleed to the entire market in terms of dollar, in terms of overall dominance, and in terms of sentiment. And what many people don't seem to understand is that NFTs are such a small space where altcoins are already small in comparison to Bitcoin in a small crypto space in the overall market. So us heading into that phase just means that also NFTs are heavily bleeding. And we have seen that in the previous live streams already, that NFTs were bleeding to Bitcoin and the overall markets just as smaller cap altcoins, which is important to know, because that also means that in that cycle range, altcoins are coming. Like the Bitcoin is pumping, then Ethereum is pumping, then it's altcoin season, then the bigger caps of altcoins are pumping, then the middle caps of altcoins are pumping, then the micro caps are exploding, and then it's NFT season, in my opinion, because that's how it happened the last bull run. Smarty Pants is thinking he's rank 31. Let's see here, rank 30. Holy moly, 4,191 collectibles. You cannot see that here. Rank 31, minting 5, purchasing 14, selling 2, and then net accumulation of 17. Although, yeah, you are making your ways up there. You only need to purchase another 6-7 collectibles to climb up the rank. Not saying that you have to, but yeah, there you go. It's also a little bit delayed. Maybe you already did that. All Chat Gaming, thank you for the fire emojis always, and the support here. Thank you so much. Dortmund on Saturday. I'm actually not there because, as you see here, apartment needs a lot of attention. And then also, I'm going to be actually on a trade show, business-wise, from the company. Because as long as I cannot live from this channel here, unfortunately, I have to spin another hamster wheel, right? So yeah, that's what's going to happen. Guys, also don't forget to smash the like button for this stream to go out there. Russ says, I'd still settle for 10 cents as life-changing money, but $10 was always ridiculous. But Randy kept saying triple zeros would be bought up by his whale friends, and we are at 0006. You called it. Yeah, there's no way that whale friends are just buying into something when there is a bigger opportunity for them, right? And we all know that whales don't care about holding up one specific price. They care about maximizing their return. And if they can ride a Bitcoin wave right now that might be potentially breaking out here and they can go into some massive trades, well, then they will just sell off a billion Omi and just move into that and come back later, right? For whales, there is no rush at all right now to get into altcoins, especially to get into altcoins like Ecomi that have no announcements whatsoever at the moment. So thanks for pointing out, though, that I said that. Yep, that's me. Great. So we have ourselves one of the top, soon to be top 30 whales here on the channel. And probably there are some other ones. Energy is pretty big, that you will sometimes hear from the German fam. He is also pretty big stacked. He must be in the top 50 as well. At least top 50. I think he must be around that stack size, though. Sorry, I got rugged there, I think. I hope I'm back, and I hope that the stream is still going on. So my collection need to connect to cable here. I really need to connect to cable here. I hope you guys, I haven't lost you guys here. So Russ says, my collection was at 55,000 January 22, sold for 2,000 in January 23. Needed the money. What can I say? It's down even further now. Good time to accumulate, but I have zero money. Yeah, I mean, I think you have another full year at least to accumulate. Floors are only rising right now because of the burn event, and some people starting to. Let me just check whether I can do something about the Wi-Fi, because apparently I'm getting rugged here. Okay, should be better right now. Sorry guys for that one. I hope you could hear something of that. Let me know in the chat if I got rugged a lot or what's happening. But yeah, I'm going to connect by cable in the next days so that these streams are going way better in quality. Oh, it is delayed. Actually, I'm actually ranked 29 now, not 31. Yeah, only if you if the other guys didn't purchase, right? So you also need to see that what the other guys purchased is also delayed. Good to see you, mate. Certainly the top YouTuber grinding away with content, always well researched and great content, best one in Omi Vivi world. Thank you so much for saying that. That means a lot to me and also keeps me motivated to going on with this. Obviously, my plan for, oh, by the way, I forgot to announce something. So for everyone who is here is going to benefit from that announcement right now. I will be having a stream with Hello K tomorrow in the evening, so in the European evening at 10 p.m. Central Standard, not Central Standard, what is it? Central European time. So at 10 p.m. CET, I will be talking about whether Veve NFTs are real NFTs or not, and how Veve is doing with a more technical view right now, together with Hello K. So he agreed to come on my channel, so we'll be having that talk, and I hope I will see you guys there. Speaking of which, there is something else that I wanted to show to you guys regarding Veve, and that is here some statistics from Social Blade, and it shows how the Twitter channel of Veve is doing. So here we see, actually, this is the interesting part, so I jump right through it. Veve has lost 1,500 followers on Twitter in the last 30 days. And only apparently gained, and done 364 tweets. And I think they are following 6 more channels. But overall, a loss of 1,500. And in my opinion, this is because of all of this, like, we are turning away from Web3 thing. Now, everyone can say, yeah, but that's the space right now, and so on. So, well, let's, there is a, where's the compare function here? Oh yeah, so we can compare here, actually, Veve with Immutable and Illuvium channel. So we can compare the two. I hope it works. It worked before. Compare Twitter users. Why doesn't it work? Oh, it's loading. It's loading, and while it's loading, we might actually look already at something else, and then I come back to this. So this one was crazy to me, also regarding Veve. This guy here bought a 41 Mickey Mouse Platinum for 1,500 gems, which shows you that there are still people that are purchasing NFTs for, let's say, higher. I mean, it's not even 1 ETH, but for higher prices. So yeah, he just bought the lowest publicly available mint there. Let me get this bigger for you guys so that you can really see it. And sorry for that rust. Need to rock the rust. Yeah, so that's what he basically did. Considering that the floor is only 33 gems apparently on that one. So that is actually crazy to me. I didn't even know that the floor was so low. Maybe I need to purchase one myself. Yeah, anyway, let's see if the comparison loaded here. So let's get back quickly to the topic of this one. Maybe I can get that bigger for you. So we have here total followers for Veve, Immutable, and Illuvium, which are more or less in the same space. And what we see right now is that the follower counts of the other accounts, they are increasing, while the one of Veve is decreasing, right? So here, basically, Veve has not been growing anymore already since 2022. Middle of 2022. And yeah, I don't think that's good at all. But I think there's also a chance to turn the whole trend around, right? Just wanted to share that with you. I thought that was super interesting. Then we have Kyle Wilson, also great member here of the community, coming out with this one, which is also interesting. Breaking CSGO sticker just sold for $62,000. Will Web3 gaming collectibles and cosmetics follow suit one day? That is the big question, and I think it will, because that sticker right there is not even an NFT. That's only a sticker, and once the game disappears, that sticker disappears. It's just not worth anything anymore. So that's actually like a decomposing collectible in that sense, because once no one plays the game anymore, the value of this will be zero. Yet someone paid $62,000 for this NFT. For this not NFT. Another one of these. This is the M4A4 Howl CSGO skin, as officially sold on Twitter for 215,000. Yeah, how are you today? Yeah, I'm great. Reading this. This is also not an NFT. This is a factory new super scarce skin, apparently. So the deal was brokered apparently, and that's, I mean, together with this, you see, there is a lot of money going through these collectibles, right? So yeah, then we have this one, which I found interesting as well, which is has been published by Star Wars, and that is, there is always a choice. Make yours. Find the Force, an all-new Star Wars experience in Fortnite. And now look at the Star Wars Episode 1 collectibles that or skins that they have here, right? Those look great. Imagine our Veve collectibles would look this way. And so I was thinking to myself yesterday, why can't we just have this and then OMI to NFT and then the metaverse that somehow looks like Fortnite or GTA, where you can use these as avatars, and if you have purchased them right now, then you only can use them, and you have a Darth Maul, which is my favorite villain in Star Wars all along. That would be so great. I mean, I think they look smooth. The heads, they look right. And then someone's posted our Luke Skywalker here, just so everyone is aware, under that as well. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad, but it's just not the same category, right? So yeah, I wish they did that, but you see, Star Wars is firing on all channels possible, so it's not only Veve. And by the way, these guys here, where is it? These skins here, they're not NFTs. They're just skins in Fortnite, right? So there's still potential to have these, but I would like to see that those come to Veve, and that one day Veve collectibles are of this quality. Yeah, so it's not too late for that, obviously. Yeah, and then I hope Veve Meister is trolling here, because he actually put out breaking newest Veveverse trailer leak featuring unreleased Star Wars verse. That's not true, and he knows it. So yeah, this is apparently what is it's a Star Wars game. Maybe is it the Fortnite trailer? I don't even know, right? It seems like the same skins here, or the same type of collectible. But then again, I thought to myself, so whatever it is, the template, the pattern for this Darth Maul or this Anakin Skywalker or whoever, this must be something that is owned by Star Wars. So why can't they just give this to Veve and make it an NFT? Why? So Harbingers here, good morning to you as well. yeah, so that is what were my thoughts when I saw this. Yeah, anyways, then we just need to take a quick look here at Veve, because there are some collectibles also being announced. So there is this giveaway for everyone who is interested in the Patrick Hughes artwork stuff. Use any Perspective Series 2 art piece to create a photo video using Veve's AR feature. Tag the post with HughesXVeve on Twitter or Instagram to enter. And then there is an article with the full rules. So I think that's a good idea to make that, because you basically bring people to show their collectibles in AR and promoting Veve at the same time, which only costs them one Patrick Hughes collectible that you can then gain. Personally, I'm not super excited by these art things. Then we have Veve coming out and bringing the final MCP update, which we have speculated yesterday already. MCP points, ranks, levels have been rolled out to all KYC'd users. So if you're KYC'd and you have the latest version of the app, then you should be able to see MCP right now. You should have MCP right now. We are aware that point calculation are not perfect, but we are excited to finally get this into your profiles. Adjustments to points will be organic and ongoing, so expect your ranks to rise and fall as more collectors are onboarded. Stay tuned in the coming weeks for recalibrations and a form to submit for corrections if needed. And honestly, I hope they are right with the points, because I am too lazy to calculate my points from 1.5 years ago, almost 2 years ago, when I first came into Veve. But let me know if you do not have MCP right now. Then there's a new video up also for the Star-Lord comic. Then there is Tarzan comic again, which is it's just not for me. I think I don't own any of the Tarzan comic, not even the first ones. It's just not for me. But there must be a smaller Tarzan fan base, because those things are still selling. Then we also have the comic, The Rise of One of the Most Cunning and Ruthless Minds in all of Star Wars, Grand Admiral Thrawn. So another comic there coming out for Star Wars fans. I think the covers look pretty good. Overall, I'm not going to participate in these ones, because these are usually going under retail anyways for most of the covers. And here's the animated Luke Skywalker that we have, which there was a legitimate question. I think it was even Cavell who raised that question on Twitter, and that was, if the Star Wars collectibles are all coming with a lightsaber, what do we have the lightsaber collectible then for? Because it seemed as if you would have then, for example, Luke Skywalker collectible, and a Luke Skywalker lightsaber would be then something that you can give into his hands, so that he actually can do this this animation. That would be at least what I thought should have happened. Also, what I realize here is that the lightsaber color actually changes when it's in open space here. It's just, there's a color break here between when it's in front of his body and in front of space, which shouldn't be like that, I guess. It should be monochromatic, the color. And also, wasn't Luke's lightsaber blue? I don't know. I'm not the biggest Star Wars nerd to comment on that. That Guardians of the Galaxy has already dropped. I have not participated in that one. So guys, that's it for today. Smash the like button. Please do me the favor, smash the like button. If you're not subscribed yet to the channel, then please subscribe. We are going to have every day in the morning crypto morning coffee stream with crypto news, with economical news, with everything that is around regarding NFTs. I always cover Veve and Ecomi whenever there is something new to talk about. Every morning, except on the weekends for now. If you guys demand it on the weekends, I will have to see, because sometimes I'm traveling on weekends and do more outside crypto video stuff and so on. So for now, Monday through Friday in the morning is crypto morning coffee here with me at the same time. So yeah, if you appreciate it, smash up the like button right now. And yeah, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. And I see you tomorrow in the next live stream.